Hi, this is Fit Farming Mama. Today I am making a video because we have decided to do a plant-based diet. And if you don't know what a plant-based diet is, really it's kind of confusing on what exactly you want to do. I've been watching a lot of documentaries, and a friend of mine is also doing a plant-based diet, so I called her and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? So I want to let you know about our plant-based diet and what we plan on doing. So a plant-based diet is basically you're eating about 80 to 90% fruits and vegetables. You're also doing nuts and seeds along with that. And so here's where the other part comes in. Some do grains, some don't do grains. Some do oils, some don't do oils. Some do meat, some don't do meat. So it's really confusing when someone says, I'm on a plant-based diet, and you just don't know which one they're on, really. But if you serve them fruits and vegetables, you're good to go. So the reason why we decided to switch to a plant-based diet was because, as you know, I am a Plexus ambassador, and I have been doing Plexus for, this is my, oh gosh, I think it's only my second month. Maybe, yeah, maybe I'm going to my third month right now. But what I've noticed in doing a lot of research about these products is, in healing your gut, the best way to do that is by getting away from the processed foods. So I have allergens to dairy and gluten and corn and eggs. So when I first started doing Plexus, it was helping to curb my appetite, but I was still craving those sugary processed things that we were used to eating. And because I have so many allergies, it was really hard when my family would bring home Little Debbie's or even ice cream, things that aren't so bad, crackers, I love me some cheese. I can't have that either. So basically there was a lot of stuff in our house that was causing me to have issues with staying true to healing to my gut because I couldn't have all of those 4 ingredients. So I decided to kind of switch the whole family over, and what we've decided to do for our plant-based diet is we are cutting out all gluten. So we are only using grains such as quinoa and rice, maybe amaranth and millet, anything that isn't really like flour. So those are our grains. We plan on doing potatoes and sweet potatoes as some starches as well. And then we're going to be doing, of course, nuts and seeds and fruits and vegetables. But we are also going to be doing a little bit of oil because I feel like you should have some sort of oil in your body. You can get it from nuts, but it's really just, if you eat a lot of nuts, it's high fat. And so we also use cast iron pans for a majority of our cooking. So I need oil in that pan for the most part to keep things from sticking. And to season my pans, I have to use oil anyway. So just a little bit. Most of the time we cook in water, but when we need to, we're going to use some oil. And then we have decided to keep meat, but instead of eating it, we were eating it 6 or 7 days a week, seriously. But after watching some of the documentaries, even though I have a hobby farm, really meat production is not sustainable at the amount that we're eating. And so we've decided to cut out all meat except for what we are raising ourselves or that somebody we know might raise. My sister raises pigs and we don't. So I might, if I want a ham or something like that, I might go to her. Or I might get some bacon from her. But other than that, we've just decided not to eat any other meat than what we raise ourselves. And because we don't really raise a whole bunch, because it costs a lot to raise those kind of animals, we have decided that we're going to cut back to only 1 or 2 days a week eating meat. And that includes fish as well. So I will be purchasing fish unless we can go fishing and do our own. But we can't give up shrimp. So that's one of the things we're definitely going to be eating, like a shrimp stir fry type of thing. But I just wanted to let you guys know that this is kind of a huge deal because my husband is on board as long as he has potato chips. So that I guess we still have kind of some comfort foods in there because we do have teenagers and it's really hard to transition them over. But I've told them that we are definitely cutting out all gluten, and we're going to try to cut out dairy as much as possible. We don't really eat eggs, so that's okay. And the corn, we've eliminated, I would say, 80% of the corn. So I might buy corn chips and just not have any. I might have potato chips if I'm going to do salsa or something like that. It's not the best healthy alternative, but you know, I have to be realistic. I am working on recipes and stuff like that, but you have to kind of tweak it to your family. As far as cold cereals, I will do a video on some cold cereals that I've put together for your family that are a little more healthy but still use some store-bought stuff. So you can kind of transition them away from the sugary cereals and getting away from sugar altogether. Actually, I kind of had a breakthrough today, so that was nice. We've kind of been eating plant-based for a week or two-ish. I think all of last week's meals were plant-based, and we only had meat. Well, we had fish one day, and then I don't think we had meat the rest of the day. We did go to a wedding yesterday, so we were able to have meat then. And we're going to have meat tonight as well, but for the rest of the week, I don't think we have any meat scheduled in there. If we do, it'll probably be, we raise rabbits, chickens, and beef. So those will be the three that we'll be sticking to. And maybe we'll raise lambs next year. I'm not sure. But my breakthrough. Anyway, before this video gets mega long, I want to tell you about my breakthrough. So I've been on this Plexus. I've been doing the Triplex, which is the Slim Pink drink and the Bio Cleanse and the probiotic. I forgot to take my Bio Cleanse and was actually able to go to the bathroom without it, so yay. I did not take it again today, so we will see. What I would like to do is transition more on the vitamins and minerals type of thing, and less having to, I mean, I'm always going to take their ProBio 5, but I would like to add in Vital Biome and their multivitamin, and also their omegas. So rather than buying the other stuff to help me curb my appetite, with my diet change, I really don't need sugar regulation too much anymore. I don't need my diet curbed because for some reason I haven't been on Slim either for the last couple days, and I've been doing really well. So I still religiously take my ProBio 5, but this allows me to segue into other products. And you know, you can take the pink drink as long as you want. I am definitely losing weight with it, and it has definitely helped my energy and helped my appetite. But as I'm eating the healthier foods, my body is healing itself to naturally have more energy and be able to function throughout the day without, you know, I need that. I'm hungry. I'm not hungry. So I'm able to feel that now. And with eating plants, I eat 3 big meals a day. And then in between, if I'm hungry, and my stomach has to growl before I'm hungry, and that's when I eat, when my stomach growls. Other than that, I don't. And sometimes I need a snack every now and then, but most of the time I don't, because you're not constantly eating because you're getting the nutrients that your body needs to function. And so because of that, you don't need to eat. When you're eating a bunch of processed food and empty calories and sugary things, your body doesn't see that as food. It fills you up, but then it makes you hungry again really quickly because all you ate was like sugar and fat, and your body needed, you know, some vitamins and some minerals, and they just weren't in that food. So you eat a whole lot less. In fact, you can eat as much as you want really on a plant-based diet as long as you watch out your oils and nuts, because that's your extra fat, and you only need a little bit in a day. So you just start normally losing weight, which is really good. But Plexus has helped me to transition over from eating, you know, seriously, Little Debbie's, cream horns, like that's my weakness, and be able to not do that stuff. So forever thankful to Plexus for that. So again, sorry, my breakthrough. Okay, so I was able to walk into a grocery store and walk right past those stinking cream horns that I just absolutely love. I didn't want it. I wasn't craving any kind of sugar, and it was like lunchtime, okay? And I was hungry, and we were getting stuff for the recipe we're doing tonight, but I was able to walk back past the cream horns, and not only were they just cream horns, they were chocolate cream horns. So I am just excited. It doesn't mean that I'll never have, a cream horn ever, but to know that I cannot have to buy those things is extremely helpful. And so we have also been able to keep our grocery budget about the same because we aren't buying the cereals. We are making our own. And those can also be used as snacks during the day as well. We are not going to be buying bread anymore. I will buy the gluten-free bread if the kids need to have a sandwich, but we're not buying bread. We're not buying milk. Instead, we are buying almond milk in vanilla and in regular, depending on what we want for recipes and what we're eating. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds. I did my grocery list. I looked through it. I spent like $250 one week, and then the next week I spent like $80. So my grocery budget is $160 a week. And so, dividing that out, and then I also bought a pan. I bought some utensils for like little spatulas and stuff like that. I bought the kids 2 cups to put their coffee in, and yes, they still drink coffee. And so, those things minus, I actually came out like pretty even on my amounts that I was spending per week. So my grocery budget really hasn't changed in changing over to a plant-based. It's just really hard when you're first doing that to try to come up with meals that you like because you're used to eating the processed meals, and then you have to try to like segue over to the other meals. And so that is very hard, but just find some recipes. The average family only uses 5 to 6 meals, and they just kind of rotate through. So, I have a fall menu or a fall winter menu, and then I have like a summer where we start eating like pasta salads and potato salads and stuff like that. So most of those were already plant-based. We are going to be doing a pasta. Aldi's has a rice and quinoa pasta, and so that's what we've been using for our pastas because it's more, it's not full of gluten, and it doesn't have corn in it because a lot of gluten-free stuff has corn. So that's what we're doing. I feel awesome. I'm so thankful for Plexus. My weight has dropped, and I am back on my thyroid medicine, the old brand. So hopefully the weight will just start dropping off like crazy now that we've switched over everything and we're getting ready to do this plant-based diet. So if you have any questions, you can find me on Facebook, Fit Farming Mama. And you can also pop down into the comments and you can leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching.